Reality check, man, from your device. You know it's aromatic realistic TV. Anyway, peeps, today this one is not looking good at all. No, it's not. 56 students rushed to hospital after intoxicated. Now it's simple meaning. It's either they were drinking or under the influence of drugs. It's either they were drinking or under the influence of drugs. But I take this clip from off my good friend Anessabel Rose channel, and you can go over there and go support her anytime. It's a young lady but send good content out there. When you view her content, you don't have to go do no research. She already done that. Take it from me. When you don't know anything what we tell you, you have to speak in truth to life. So anyway, I'm gonna play that clip. And after that clip, then we will dissect into this.
The school bus just coming in, roll up with Pitney. Emergency, yo, emergency, go emergency with her. See, almost the entire school coming down from Orchards. The Pitney may eat the whole of the sweet thing. No, somebody carry them straight up to a medical facility too. See? Pitney my faint. That is sweet thing. No, somebody carry them straight up to a medical facility too. See? Pitney my faint.
Okay, guys. So that was the clip. And clearly, we can see the kids them stumbling out of that bus. So obviously, we know that they're high of something. We know that, and we can see they're under the influence of something. 56 students rushed to hospital after being intoxicated. As I said before, it's either you're drinking alcohol or you're under the influence of drugs. It was told that after they eat some sweets. So it is obvious here that it was not alcohol. So the question here is what was in those sweets? That's the question every parents of Jamaica need to ask. Every citizen, every mother, every father, every grandfather, every grandmother, every sister, every brother, every niece, every nephew, every cousin, every friend, every enemy have to ask this question. What was in those sweets? That's the question we need to ask. This is my plea to every parent in Jamaica. And sometimes we as adults, as Jamaican, we make this silly mistake and do some silly things too. Going forward, you must and instill this in your kid. It is very important to read the label before you eat. It is very important to read a label before you eat. I'm talking to the kids. I'm appealing to the kids, even the adult. We go into the supermarket, we just stack up things because the label look pretty. We carry go we yard, we don't read it. We don't know what is inside of some of these products that can harm us. We don't spend time to read labels and product out of the supermarket. But parents, please, to instill in your kids, it is very important as a people, as a kid, as an adult, to know what you're consuming. It is very important to know what you're intaking. My mother always say, be careful, no go, they go near me from people, because sore can't better in a belly. You can't see it. Sore in a belly no easy for better, because you cannot see it. Who is running our country? Parents, kids are on their own in Jamaica. Parents, grandparents, kids are on their own in Jamaica. The system is not there to protect our kids. The kids, they are exposed. Our kids are on their own because the system is not protecting our kids. The system that is there to protecting our kids, leaving our kids vulnerable to the society. Don't you see that our kids are being targeted? There is no buffer between our kids and the people who are targeting them, because they live on their own. No one is there to protect them. They are on their own, live exposed to the system. Jamaica, who is there to protect our kids? Jamaica, who is running our country? Jamaican citizen, who is in charge of Jamaica? The last time I checked, the Chinese are in charge of our port of entry. The Chinese are in charge of our wharf. The Chinese is in charge of our wharf. So if that's the case, Jamaica, they are in charge of what come into Jamaica. Jamaica, if that's the case, the Chinese is in charge of what comes into Jamaica. The Chinese is in charge of what comes into Jamaica. Where is our Prime Minister? Where is the government that the people of Jamaica elect to make sure that anything is coming from outside is checked before the people of Jamaica can consume that product? Who is there protecting the citizen from all these fake products? Who is there protecting our border? Who is there protecting our port to make sure that whatever food come inside of Jamaica, it is of high standard and pass the safety test? Who is there to guarantee the citizen of Jamaica that? So we see where they're bringing dunce bag. We see where they're bringing dunce bag. And as a people, I say this already and I'm going to say it again. Stop hug up nonsense. Stop glorify stupidity. When you make space and room for these things, it emboldens the culprits who are bringing in these fake things in Jamaica. Stop make room for negativity. The other day, the dance bag come in. Parents buy these bags, put yarn on them kids back and send them out. So these people are laughing and smiling and say, okay, there is no standard, so we can do anything with Jamaica what we feel like. Because see, we give them dance bag, them hug it up and glorify it and run out there with it and try to justify, say, oh, it's just a bag. What comes after the bag? Sweets. Which drugs in it? What comes after the bag, Jamaica? Intoxicated sweets. 56 of our youths rush to the hospital from eating sweets. We don't know what chemicals inside of that, if it's cocaine, marijuana. We don't know what in it. But if we continue to glorify and make room and space for negativity, it is going to embolden these people, these culprits who are bringing in these things on the black market. Because obviously there is nobody there to protect the youths of Jamaica or the citizens of Jamaica. We don't have no prime minister. We don't have no governments. Jamaica is a free-for-all. Anybody with little bit of money and little bit of influence can bring in anything in a Jamaica whenever they want. So they bring in intoxicated sweet. But before we reach this in a Jamaica, remember, our government, that is there to protect our youths, the future of Jamaica, the next generation and the generation after. Remember now in Jamaica that it takes these people 2 years to create a law in the House of Representatives. And when they finish with that law, remember what that law done to our children, It forced the taxi drivers to leave our kids on the side of the road. Remember now, Jamaica, it was our government who take them 2 years to create a law. And when they finish and implement that law, it forced the taxi drivers to leave with baby mother them on the roadside for hours a night, can't get a drive, telling them that they have to have car seat in their car. Just think about that, Jamaica. So, if our government that we elect to safeguard and to protect, and who should be there to looking out for the best interests of every Jamaican citizen, put a rule in place and force drivers to left with pitney them on the roadside, then the culprits who are bringing in these things on the black market, you can't blame them. Or are you gonna blame these people when they see what your government has done to its own people? They don't regard the youths. They don't care about the youths. Because if they wouldn't care about the youths, you wouldn't go in a parliament and it takes you 2 years to implement a law. And when you put that law in effect, you force driver to leave our little babies on the roadside. So if your government, if your prime minister can do that, then the man who they on the black market, where they carrying the illegal stuff them in a Jamaica, or you go try to hold him accountable. When your government and a whole don't even care about the youths of your country. Who is there to protect our youth, Jamaica? Who is there as the buffer between the citizen of Jamaica and the people them who are carrying the stuff on the black market? Who is there to protect the health and wellness of the Jamaican people? Who is checking these products? Because obviously somebody dropped the balls, Jamaica. If somebody did not drop the ball, Jamaica, those sweets could not make it onto the shore of Jamaica, much less to end up in the hands of our youth, much less into their stomach. Who is looking out for Jamaica? We don't see so we don't have nobody that look out for Jamaica. Jamaica is now a free for all. Anybody with little money and some influence can ship in anything in a Jamaica. What them feel like to ship. We don't have no prime minister. We don't have no government. We don't have no administration. What they look out for we. For try to hold the culprit, the perpetrators accountable. Our youths, brother. The youths of today is the man of tomorrow. They are our future. And you leave them exposed to the vipers of this world, brother. We don't have nobody. We don't have nobody to protect we. Who to protect we? Who to safeguard we? When you leave our youth exposed and vulnerable to all manner of evil, brother. Nobody not there to watch over our youth them. Nobody not there to protect over our youth them. No prime minister, no administration. We little baby them, we 8-year-old baby them and we 9-year-old baby them. They are now being raped by grown ass man. Slash who for shoot for slash and kill who for kill. Because the society see that there is no one there protecting our youth. Standing on behalf of our youth. So our youth are live exposed to everything and anything of this world, brother. Why the man them so emboldened? 8-year-old, 7-year-old, 9-year-old. Big grown ass dirty man them. Rape and then kill with future. Eh? They are emboldened because they see that we don't have no government who is looking after our youths. Our youths are live exposed and vulnerable to everything of this earth, brother. What go on in a Jamaica, brother? And then them man they run around but they want third term, brother. Third term, brother. Me know, you know. On that bus. Kids was on that bus who them parents are labor right. Kids was on that bus who them parents are PMP. Kids was on that bus who them parents not involved in a politics, no at all. So what I'm trying to say, things not just happen to PMP kids, labor right kids, the people who not vote, it happen to the whole Jamaican kids them, brother. So when we see some people that defend this administration, brother, and I talk about third term, brother, you know, sick me stomach, man. When me see you know, I chew me want choke, man. You know, sick me stomach. You know, sick me stomach. You know, no value nothing. Walking dead zombie. Walking dead zombie. Alien. You understand? Defending this administration who leave our kid vulnerable and exposed to every and anything of this society. When they no rape with little baby them, then kill them. When you no kill them, you put dunce bag on them back. When you no put dunce bag on them back, you carry sweetie. That is intoxicated, brother. chemical in them, brother. Don't give we youths them, brother. So the question, Jamaica, who is running Jamaica? We have some serious problem, you know, because whosoever is running our port of entry, our wharf, it is a very essential spot, you know. We the people of Jamaica are spending 6 billion to import stuff into Jamaica. And most of those things are coming in through the wharf. And if we are not in charge of our port of entry, it simply means we not even know what they come in our country for, we brother. But every day, we see something else. Every day, we see something else. So they tell me, say, the people, them what they run the wharf, the Chinese, them what they run the wharf, they run the country, brother. We don't have no prime minister, brother. We don't have no administration, brother. What they take care of our youth, them, brother. 56 youth. Them youth, they could have lose them life yesterday, you know, brother. Dead and gone, and we are thinking about funeral and them things. And mourning over Jamaica. All because of negligence, carelessness, people who we elect to do them job, failing to perform their duty to protect our kids and Jamaican citizens overall. Negligence and their incompetency is what causing these things in Jamaica. And you're going around talking about third term. Third term. No madman. No madman. You can't protect your youths. The youths of today is the man of tomorrow. The youths of today is the future Jamaica. And you leave them exposed and vulnerable to every evil force of society. Who no make any man feel so them can go rape with 8-year-old and 9-year-old. Because you know do nothing about it. You make them bring in dunce bag and put on youth them back and send them gone to school. Like dunce are something to glorify. When a man say dunce, it means to say you're slow at learning, you're a idiot, you're a jackass, you're a donkey, you're a vagabond, you're a baboon. No niceness, no there to that. Then you're carrying sweetie with drugs in at them. And we youth come consume that. Jamaicans, I warn, stop hug up negativity. Stop hug up destruction. No make no room for it. When you see them thing you come in, raise havoc. Rebel. We don't want them in our country. The moment you no heal and gravitate to these garbage is the more you embolden these people who are bringing in these things on the black market. Warn your kids. Warn your kids. It is very important to read the label before you eat something. It is very important to read the label before you consume. Sore in a belly, hard for better. You cannot see it. Parents, old time religion. You know, go back to basic. Teach you know youth them the fundamental of life. No take no ice cream from the man there if you don't know him. No take no phone card from him if you don't know him. No take no free drive from him in a car if you don't know him. No go sit down in a bus front and take no free drive if you don't know him. No take no lunch money from him if you don't know him. Mothers and fathers and grandparents, instill back the discipline, the whole time religion in our no kids. Dirty boy, me no want no ice cream from you. Dirty boy, me no want your $1,000. Dirty boy, me no want no phone from you. Dirty boy, me not drive in your car, me have me fear, me no want no free drive from you. Teach the kids them independence in Jamaica. Save we kids them from the destruction. Because we don't have nobody to protect them. We don't have nobody to safeguard them. The government leave them exposed and vulnerable to heavy evil force of this society. So parents, me I beg you now, take up back on the kids them in hand. Because the system is failing the youths. The system is failing our youths. And it's up to us as parents, mother and father, grandfather, sisters and brothers, niece and nephews, aunt and uncles, cousin, loved one, friends, even enemy, to protect we youths and to save the future. Because the leaders who we elect and put them in place to work and to serve on our behalf, they reject us, they neglect us and leave us on our own. It's plain to see. Look what take place at that hospital yesterday. Look what take place at that hospital yesterday. That is the evidence of negligence, incompetency, failing to do your duty that we as taxpayers pay you to do, to protect us from evil. We pay you so you can protect our wharf. Check and make sure everything got that tick and the red light before it can enter the shore of Jamaica. And we will never do that. We will never do that. Because if we won't do that, the 56 kids would never be intoxicated from drugs, from those candies. Anyway, my people, remember to follow Aromatic Realistic TV. Be a part of history. Like and share. Spread the thing globally. Spread it like a wildfire, man. We not keep no secret around here. We country need help. And if we not do it, who is going to do it? We are the voice for the voiceless. We are the voice for the youths. We are very much concerned the things that is taking place in Jamaica against our youths. To be a part of history and continue to support this movement. I will continue to tell my fellow man that there is no man is an island, and therefore none of us can stand alone. I will continue to say each one, teach one, even the babes you can learn from if you open up yourself. and don't be too full of yourself. The struggle is real, and every day the struggle even get more real. But God blessed us with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And I will continue to say, if you use some common sense, greatness will prevail. Treat your fellow man with respect. Let's go back to basic. When Jamaica was Jamaica, I cry for my neighbor. I look out for my neighbor. I care about my neighbor. Let's get back to basic. Let's get back to basic. Be your brothers and your sister keepers. Until then, my people, we'll chat again. God Almighty and good road. Jamaica, land we love. All is not lost. But we need to get rid of this administration and the Andrew Holness, JLP. Peace, my people. One love. Out.